Live, this is News 12. News first at 5. On your side.
The parents of Reality Winner, the woman accused of leaking classified documents from her job right here in Augusta, shared their fears with us about their daughter staying in jail while being investigated. Now that's exactly where she is after a judge's ruling. Good afternoon, I'm Richard Rogers.
And I'm Kelly Wiley. First tonight, it's been 1 week since investigators say Columbia County mom Tara McConnell got behind the wheel of a small car packed with 6 kids inside, drunk at nearly 6 times the legal limit, and turned in front of a truck.
Investigators say none of those children was wearing a seatbelt. Tiziana Onstead is on your side now, parents, with what you need to know about kids and cars and safety. Tiz?
Richard and Kelly, this time exactly a week ago, we were out here reporting on that accident involving those 6 kids. And I want you to take a look right here. There is still glass all over the ground where this accident happened. Now, when we were out here last week, we noticed that there wasn't a single car seat or booster seat for those kids in those cars. But this week, an organization is making sure every parent knows the law and what it takes to keep their kids safe.
It's like everything excited. Just decorate the entire nursery and just have a baby with my beautiful husband.
Tanya Jude wants everything ready before she has her first baby boy in 5 weeks, which is why she's here at this car seat check.
Explain everything, what I can use, what I can't use, where to put it since it's a new car and I don't really know too much about it.
And she's not alone. Safety technicians say a lot of parents don't know about their own car or using a car seat.
And the biggest misconception I would say is that families think they are getting it right. I did as a mother, and I didn't.
Now Zetta Jones is a child passenger safety instructor for Georgia, teaching other car safety technicians and parents how to secure their child the safest way possible.
Some parents think that, well, they met the law requirement, their child is safe to come out, and that's not best practice.
Georgia law says children 8 and under are required to be in either a car seat or a booster seat that fits their age, weight, and height. Because during a crash, if the seat doesn't fit.
So even if we have a child that's 40 pounds and just doing 40 miles an hour, that's 1,600 pounds of force restraining that child.
Jones says as your child grows, make sure you take the next step. That may be facing the car seat forward or moving them into a booster seat. One dad learned how to install 3 of his kids' car seats the right way today. One for his new daughter, born just yesterday.
This car seat right here is for my 2-year-old, and he faced towards the front. This is for my infant. I know that she faced towards the rear.
Simple steps to keep your child safe.
Safety is a very big concern of mine, and I want to make sure he's safe at all times.
So parents, there are 3 basic things that you need to remember to keep your child safe. That means making sure the car seat fits your car, making sure the car seat fits your child, and making sure it's easy to take out that car seat when you're taking your child in and out of that car.
You know, it looks like they had a big operation out there today, Tiz, but what if people missed today's safety check? Is there a way to get their car seat checked by some of these experts?
Absolutely, Richard. Now, this organization says they have these safety checks once a month or even twice a month sometimes. So if you weren't able to make it out today, there are plenty of other opportunities that you'll have in the future to get your car out there to get those car seats and booster seats checked out.
Great advice. You got to do that thing right. We have a link on our website where you can get more information on when and where to get your child car safety seat inspected. Just click the Find It button to find out more.
Oh, yes, a gorgeous end to the work week here, topping out below 90 degrees. Every day below 90, if in many people's eyes, is a good day in the month of June. And 88 was the high in Augusta today. Barnwell, you got the same number. We are looking for a nice night, too. Look at these overnight lows expected across the area. Lower 60s. Mid-60s, pretty comfortable, low humidity tonight. Another great night for you, even a bit cool for some for this time of year. Now, here's your hour-by-hour forecast. We're taking you through the midnight hour. When the sun's going down about 8 o'clock, temps will still be hanging out around 80 degrees, then a gradual fall into the 60s as we head toward midnight. It's going to be a great Friday night. We'll talk more about that weekend straight ahead.
Thanks, Kevin. The woman accused of passing a classified document to an online news outlet will stay behind bars until her trial.
A judge is ordering Reality Winner to stay in jail at yesterday's detention hearing. Today, I reached out to Reality's parents, the legal team, and Reality's Grovetown friend, all who came to the hearing to defend her. But unlike the days leading to the hearing, nobody is talking today. Inside a federal courthouse Thursday, accused NSA leaker Reality Winner was calm, even stoic, as prosecutor Jennifer Solari read from her private journal. The assistant U.S. attorney read from a notebook taken from inside Reality's Augusta home. She wrote, "I want to burn the White House down." It wasn't the only passage concerning to the judge. Solari went on to talk about other pages of the journal, where Reality wrote about bin Laden, Taliban leaders, and going to Afghanistan for a year, writing, "This is your chance." In the courtroom and in front of our camera, Reality's parents paint a less political picture of the Air Force veteran and linguist with a top secret clearance.
We're all entitled to their political opinions. That's not part of the equation on determining her guilt or innocence, just like it shouldn't be for anybody. You know, just your past views doesn't have anything to do with the facts of the case. And that's what we really want to have the opportunity to explore, and for a jury to see what the facts of this case, what are the government's accusations, what supports that.
Reality's parents did several interviews before yesterday's hearing. One of them with us is what you just saw, but they tell me they're stepping back from that now. Their legal team also tells me they're not doing any interviews at this time. And part of that might be because there was a tense exchange in the courtroom that our Preston Willett and Ben Billmeyer heard about all the interviews they were doing with the media.
There was international interest in this local story, but you also mentioned her Grovetown friend, Reality's Grovetown friend. What came of her?
Well, we paid a visit to her. We went to her home. We also gave her a couple of calls, and we didn't hear back from her just yet. We're going to continue to keep reaching out, but she was not available for comment today either. And we should also mention what's on the screen right there. A GoFundMe page started as support for Reality Winner has now reached more than $28,000 of a $50,000 goal. It's been nearly 2 months since LaTanya Janelle Carwell went missing, and tonight, friends, loved ones, they're holding a vigil for the teen. It's happening at Josie High School at 7 o'clock, and organizers are asking the community to wear red. That's in consideration for family who's asked that. Parents of Josie High School students are also hoping to raise money for a reward, hoping it will encourage someone to speak up about Janelle's location. The reward currently is for over $1,200.
The Augusta Christian Schools community saying goodbye to a former student. Emily Robertson was killed in a car crash a week ago in Morgan County. She just graduated last year and was an athlete who played both basketball and soccer. The class of 2016 will hold a balloon ceremony at the school's football field. That's at 7:30 tonight.
An Allendale County murder victim will be remembered tomorrow. The Yamasee Nation says it's holding a homegoing celebration for Tribal Marshal Davis McGurn at 6:30 tomorrow evening, and it's at the reservation. Investigators say McGurn was killed 1 week ago by the community's chief's son, Vincent Iverson, who is still behind bars.
We have a traffic alert for you this evening. Plans to reopen Central Avenue, where a trash truck fell into a sinkhole more than 2 weeks ago, are not panning out very fast. The closure is being extended to Mega Street at Kingsway. For a look at how to navigate that area and all the detours, download our app or head over to our website. We now know the name of a man killed in a crash this morning on I-20 in Columbia County. The coroner's office says 40-year-old Jeffrey Troy of Augusta swerved off the road and hit a tree in the median about 6 o'clock this morning, causing traffic to back up for hours. The coroner says there was no sign of DUI, no indication of what might have caused him to swerve.
A teen is dead and dozens more are hurt after a church bus on the way to a mission trip collides with 2 other cars. You're taking a look at the bus on its side, surrounded by emergency crews in Fulton County Thursday afternoon. A group of 42 students and adult members of Alabama's Mount Zion Baptist Church were heading to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport on 2 separate buses. Investigators say it was a lane change mistake that caused this crash.
One moment, things are fine, and the next moment you're dealing with something like this. It's just tough.
On the church's Facebook page, they posted this message calling for prayers and explaining how several on the bus were seriously injured.
The vice president spending some time in Georgia today. Mike Pence stopped by Dobbins Reserve Base in Marietta. He's also appearing with GOP congressional candidate Karen Handel at a fundraiser for her campaign. She's facing off against Democrat John Ossoff in a special election June 20th to fill a seat left behind when Representative Tom Price resigned to join President Trump's administration.
Well, if you're looking to hit the coast this weekend, there's a swimming advisory to know about if you're planning to head to Beaufort County. South Carolina DHEC says swimmers should avoid the North Beach section of Hunting Island State Park because storm water is being pumped into the beach to relieve flooding, and it's causing higher than normal bacterial levels in the water. So don't want to get sick trying to have a good time.
That's a good warning because everybody's heading to the coast. Well, President Donald Trump speaking to the media for the first time today since yesterday's heated testimony on Capitol Hill from fired FBI Director James Comey.
And this will be a nice weekend to hit the beach, whether it's the lake or the ocean. It's got to be nice and warm out there, near 90 both days. Increasing humidity into next week. We'll tell you what that means coming up in a minute.